What's up, y'all? It's been a long time since I've talked to you, and I missed you. I miss our conversations, and there's work I needed to do inward that I need to do inward. So I can't promise that I'll talk to you a lot lately, but this, had two taps. There are a couple of things where this just keeps coming up, so I was like, obviously, I'm supposed to talk about it, I guess. So I don't know if you all have seen. I posted a what's up, y'all, about not going back to normal, right? Like that going back to normal means going back to a really maladaptive way of being that we had adapted to, a way of being that premiumed disconnection and ego and greed and oppression and violence and selfishness, individualism, and that in order to really move past this moment in time into whatever it is that is asking to be birthed, we cannot think about it with a desire for the retrospective. That we actually have to think about it with a desire for a new creation. We have to engage our liberatory imaginations to consider what we might actually desire to bring about moving forward. And my awesome leadership circle, social media and editorial admin and editorial manager, Shannon, turned a portion of the caption of my words into a meme, which was cool. Awesome. I was like, great. And then that meme started going viral. And I was like, okay, that's cool. I don't know what to do about that, but yay. People were sending it to me on LinkedIn and people were telling me it was on Facebook. And then over the last few days, I started getting messages that people were sharing it and that my name had been taken off of it and it was being attributed to Brene Brown, who I adore, right? And whose work is really foundational in a lot of the ways that I talk about radical self-love. And people were messaging me, telling me this, and it was this interesting moment. What came into being was a conversation that I had with the brilliant Ebony Janice. So first part of this story is follow more Black women. If you're looking for the way to freedom, and that was true from Harriet Tubman to Sojourner Truth, to Ida B. Wells, to Fannie Lou Hamer, to, I could keep naming them, right? But if you want to know the way to freedom, you should probably follow a Black woman. And many of them is a smart way. And so I was having a conversation with Ebony Janice for her brilliant new podcast, Casual Brilliance. You should check it out. And one of the things that Ebony Janice is so adamant about and powerful about and advocating is cite your sources, and very specifically cite Black women and cite Black women's brilliance. And this is part of her, womanist, I'm going to call it a theology because it's absolutely a spiritual pathway. And in the conversation that I was having with Ebony Janice about citing Black women, I told her about the ways in which I struggle around it, right? Another brilliant Black woman that I share and talk about all the time, Adrienne Marie Brown, author of Pleasure Activism and Emergent Strategies. I listen and podcast How to Survive the End of the World. You might want to listen to that right now. She and her sister, Autumn Brown. There's an episode in How to Survive the End of the World where Adrienne Marie Brown is talking about not needing to be named in the future, just being grateful to have been a contributor to the zeitgeist of energetic change, right? And that there is something power, and that it will be called something different. It'll look different. And what will remain is just that energetic contribution. And that is actually what feels most important. And so I live in between the tug and pull of that reality of both of those things, because I absolutely, my ego mind is like, name me. Right? And my spirit mind is only about the work, is about what does this create to our collective contribution towards liberation. And my historical mind knows that Alice Walker had to go and find Zora Neale Hurston's gravesite and put a marker on it because the world was fine with letting her die in obscurity, unknown. And that there are more names of Black women whose contributions have been erased, attributed to someone else, diminished throughout history, right? And so what I think I'm leaving in this experience, this morning, Brene Brown posted saying, people are attributing this to me. It's not mine. It's this woman's quote. Please cite your sources. And thank you, Brene Brown. I appreciate that so much. But what I'm leaving with, right, is that it isn't mine to sort out, right? That when I operate in service toward my vision for our collective humanity, the vision given to me and put on my life, my divine assignment toward collective humanity, and I do that work with that clarity, right? With that clarity, with the willing to release my ego from it, with the willingness to remove myself from needing to be named as the, creator of, the inventor of. When I just go about my work, the universe will rectify the rest. And there's a way in which we are often in the middle of trying to manage the external experience that is not ours to work out. And that has been coming up in my life so much. It's like the external experience is not mine to work out. The internal experience is mine to work out. The divine assignment is mine to work out. The rest of it is for me to mind my business and trust my God. And whatever source that is that you call on, if the source is the ocean, mind your business and trust your ocean. Mind your business and trust your trees. Whatever it is that grows and moves that you don't have nothing to do with, that's the thing to put your energy into. That's the thing to go to when you feel like you're not getting your just desserts or whatever that is. Take that there and ask for the thing that is able to grow and do without any of your assistance to operate on your behalf. And you stay on your business. You mind yourself. You mind you business. What's the little girl on the meme? You tend to your assignment. Making sure that I am named on all the things is not my assignment. Saying what it is that I am told to say in service toward the vision that was given to me towards how, my contribution to the pot of how we get free, that's my assignment. And that's what it is that I'm to do. I'm not out to be out here chasing down misattributed memes. And neither are you. Get to your assignment and trust source to handle the rest. All right. Bye, y'all.